Hello and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you a wireless microphone from Comica, and this is the BoomX U, and they do two versions, U1 and U2. This is U1 because you only get one transmitter or one microphone, whereas the U2 you can have options of having two microphones, so that will be suitable for people who do a lot of interviews. Then you can have like one on each person. At the moment, I'm using my ceramic mic, which is on my chest here. I also have reviewed a cheaper version of this kind of a wireless mic, so check out the video link in the card right up in the corner if you want to. But today's star is the Comica. So this company, I have used a few of their wired microphone before. Step up from the Comica to the ceramic is that they have a display. Now, at first I thought simpler the better, because just one button control will be enough. Just switch it on and they will work. True to an extent, but there are so many times that I can't see a battery function, and sometimes they are actually not picking up noise, or not picking up my voice, for example, and you have no idea if they are working or not until you go and sit down in front of your computer and start to edit your video. So to keep this video short and sweet, I'm going to cut short of the unboxing. I'm just going to cut this version out and just show you what is actually in the box. So for £175 on Amazon, what do you get? Out of the box, you get a handy carrying case, which is fantastic because a lot of time when I'm not using my mic, they're just lying around. So you got the transceiver with a microphone on top, and you got the receiver with a display in the front. Now this one have a kind of a spring clip on the back, so you can clip onto your clothing, just like my ceramic right here. But they're also the right size for your hot shoe, so you can just kind of slide it onto the hot shoe and clips it on. The antenna is actually built in, so if it is for longer range transmission, if you need to, you can pull this down as a antenna. And same goes with the receiver, so you got two right there. And they do have a sticker on the side here in Chinese and English to show you that do not kind of twist the wrong way. Just for a size comparison, so this is the ceramic mic that I have on me at the moment. So this is the actual mic and the transceiver, and the Comica is square, so you can tell closely assembled in size, but I guess this one here is slightly bigger because of the antenna. You also got a slot for plugging in your external mic if you want to. For example, if this is too bulky to be showing, on your clothing, you can actually have it on your belt and have a wire and a mic which goes into near your mouth. So you got some paper tag on them. I never take them off because they can be very easily mistaken. If I come closer to the camera, so for example, if you are using a digital camera, you will need the attachment with just 1, 2, 3 slots. But if you are using a smartphone like for example an iPhone with this device, you will need a different cable with 4 slots, and they are not interchangeable. So most of this camera will come with 2 wires. You just need to know which one to use. It also comes with this attachment, so you can see some of the professional condensing microphone have this kind of connector. So if you do want to connect that into the transceiver, you can. So these go into the top of the transceiver, and these go into the special microphone if you have one. To charge the device, you got a USB-C cable, and you plug it on the side here, and that to the USB charger. With my previous microphone, this one here, the very cheap one, they do work, but I was complaining about the dead cat coming off too easily because there is no groove or anything like that. Now this one has. So you can see the microphone is kind of like a square sitting on top of a little notch. Come close again. So you can see the microphone is like sitting on a little notch right there. And this go over and with a lip to stop it from sliding out. So this is already a much user-friendly kind of a device. So like that. And if you don't want to have this big piece of thing sticking out on your neck, you can always use a external mic. Now another clever thing is that, you know, a lot of time you accidentally pull this thing out, and with this thing on your belt, and if that thing detach, you are going to be recording everything from your waistline. So this one comes with a kind of a clip attachment. So you see there is a slot on the side of the connector. When you plug it in, it kind of locks it in. The last thing you want is accident removing the microphone, or even if it's loose, if it's like swinging around, you have that like kind of noise, which really annoying, and you can't fix it no matter what. Okay guys, so I know it's not easy, but please bear with me. So this is the receiver usually sits on top of the camera. Now this is one of the reasons why I buy this particular model, because it got a nice display. And in the front it shows you like the battery of the receiver itself. It also tells you the battery of the transmitter. Now one of the most important part for me is you can see the A is at the moment when I speak loud, it will pick up my voice and it shows on there that the bar is keep moving. And this is absent from the two microphones that I have before, and on its own is already worth the while, because I don't always have the sound bar on my display, and it's nice to actually see this in real time on top of the camera. Once you, of course, you get set it up, then you don't need to worry about this anymore. You got 4 buttons in the front to control all the little function, which I'm not going to go through today. Now I'm going to mount it on top of my camera. My studio here is quite noisy because I got a 3D printer over there, for example. There's a couple of fans over there, and it's noisy on this side as well because I got my CCTV right here. Now guys, if your sound quality is bad, for example, if your environment is not under your control, now this will be extremely important, because if you set the sensitive correctly and this is near your face or your mouth, then you will be picking up your voice over other things. It's not ideal. Ideal situation is switch those off before you make the video. But I think I left them on because I think it will showcase what this can and cannot do. Like I say, it might not be to everyone's taste to have this big square on your chest, especially you can use something like this. You can plug this in and then have it discreetly run under your clothing to your neck. It will do the same thing. But for today's purpose, I don't really mind. Actually, I quite like to show you guys what it can and cannot do. So this is a testing for microphone Comica BoomX U. This is a U1 edition, so only one transmitter. At the moment, I'm arm's length away from my EOS R, and the receiver is actually mounted on top of the camera. Now, if I walk around the room right here, so this is my studio, and those are the Peloton lights that I'm making for other Peloton users. And over here we are about 7 to 8 meters away, and I'm away from the printer now, so it should be a bit quiet over here. In terms of the voice, I'm speaking as if I would talk to anyone in the studio, no different from when the video first started. Has been a while since I do any vlogging, so most people buy this maybe doing a vlog, so I might just try it out and see how it goes. So arm's length away from the camera, obviously the microphone is still on my chest, and I'm walking towards my garden. I mean, nothing that it can't handle. I'm right in front of the camera. This is about like 3 meters away, and birds are singing. Yep, right, so let's try and walk a bit further. I'm just going to talk some random rubbish just to test out the microphone. So my last video is about a chainsaw which I am testing. So this is my overgrown apple tree. We moved here about 10-12 years ago, and we haven't touched it. I think we got someone in to prune it once. So I got a chainsaw to cut off all the clippings, so this needs to be removed. I'm a great fan of solar panel and being environment friendly, so I got solar panel right here, and I got rest of my solar panel on top of my studio where it's connected to some batteries. So now I'm halfway in my So now I'm halfway in my garden, and now I'm talking about maybe 15 meters away from the camera, and I'm still talking to the microphone like I normally would. Another pile of junk here to be removed. So now I'm at the house, kind of about 20-25 meters away from the camera. I'm probably like this more now in your screen, but my voice should be still super clear because I have direct line of sight, and this one is known to have a good kind of transmitting power. But what happens if I go out of sight? For example, if I go to the side of my house, now you see me, now you don't. So now, let me get close or else you won't even hear me at all. So now I have unplugged the microphone, so it's no longer picking up signal. So this is purely the built-in microphone from the EOS R. Now the Canon EOS R has a very good built-in camera. So the Canon EOS R have a very good built-in microphone, and to be honest with you, it got me out of a few tight spots before when I forgot to charge my wireless lav mic. But to be honest with you, it's not the best thing in the world for vlog or making video content. So birds are singing, gloomy day, same as before. I'm just gonna keep talking until I'm walking away from the camera. So this is my apple tree. We moved here about 12 years ago. Haven't pruned it maybe once professionally, but I got a chainsaw which I kind of pruned it 2 days ago. The video posted yesterday. All of these branches is to be removed. And I quite like solar panel and being eco-friendly, so I got panels here, I got panels on the rest of the shed. So thank you very much for watching my video. If you are not my subscriber, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and help me grow the channel. Now, the Comica microphone, for me, this is not a technical review. I'm not going to test the dynamic range and how good or how bad it is. I'm just going to show you how I am going to use in terms of in my studio right here. The benefit of using it, obviously, because it's not connected to camera, if I bang it, it's not going to show any vibrations. It isolates the noise a bit better. It's not perfect, so it will still pick up noise from my 3D printer and other things, but at least it gives me a chance to isolate my voice from the background. Having the information like battery level is a life change. Having the battery indicator is actually a game changer for me. Both this one here and that one here, they got an indicator on top to tell you if it is working or not. But to be honest with you, they're never really an accurate way to tell if there is battery or not. So, and another thing I haven't talked about in this microphone is that it does have a mute button where the other doesn't have. This one here in the front, you got two indicators. So one is power, the other one is to show you if it is in operations. Now, if I press the microphone button and hold it down, quite a handy feature. Overall, I think this is a fantastic unit. There's tons of other functions which I haven't talked about, and actually this is a kind of an out-of-the-box experience. I haven't even opened the user manual to have a look. I'm sure I'm missing a few key information, but hopefully my video will show you what this can and what it can't do. And once again, thank you for watching, and I see you next time with more interesting gadget. Bye bye.